creepy crawler, parasites. Okay, this is one of the topics that a lot of people get fascinated because they don't know that they exist. A lot of people think that in places like United States, I live in the United States, people here, we don't have parasites. Unfortunately, bad news for you, we do. What are parasites, first of all? Well, parasites are entities or living beings. They live inside your body, feeding from your food. For instance, you eat and they just grab your food and eat it. So they cause a lot of malnourishing to people, and also they produce a lot of waste product, and that's called mycotoxins. So they get your body sick over time because so many toxins, and also you are bad nourished. Most of the diseases actually, they have something to do with bad nourishing and toxicity. So parasites, they create the perfect storm for you to be sick. So diseases that they relate with it is like asthma, allergies, diabetes, cancer, anything in the spectrum. A lot of people, they say, well, I already did a test, but my test come back negative. Unfortunately, a lot of people, they don't understand it. The parasites, they can grow anywhere in the body. And they're very sneaky because when you do the test, they can come back negative and you still can have parasites. Yes, unfortunately, that's how it works, all right? So how do you know that you have parasites? Well, basically, if you breathe, you have parasites, but you are more prone to have parasites if you hike. You know, you go to the park, you go to sweet water to swim, not the ocean. Sweet water, like for instance, rivers, lakes, and ponds and stuff like that. That's when you are more prone to be having parasites. If you have pets, you know, if you sleep with pets, most likely. And also, if you have another person that come to your house and live with you and sleep with you, well, maybe you can get parasites. One of the main reasons that people don't understand that they are kind of contagious. I mean, contagious in a way, because for instance, if you have somebody that come into your house and they sit down and watch TV and they're relaxed, you know, parasites, sometimes they can come out of your anus and leave the eggs up there. And that's how you transfer the eggs to other people. Now, a lot of people, when they have a husband, a wife, or, you know, they start having a boyfriend or whatever, and they sleep together, when you lay down together with somebody at night, sometimes the parasites, they come out of your anus and they can transfer to the other person. That's how you can get transmitted the parasites from animals. Okay, so that's how most common that we transfer parasites. For instance, if you want to do parasite cleanse, you need to cleanse everybody that you live with in order for you to last longer, you know, to get better benefits, to get a good benefits. Because if you parasite cleanse and then, you know, you get in a bag from your animals or from, you know, your partner or whatever, that's not very effective long term. It can be effective short term, but you're gonna get them back really quick. So the point here is that you get cleaned up and you go ahead and get long-term effects. Now, how often do you have to do a parasite cleanse? At least once a year or every other year. That's what I tell people, at least every other year is gonna be beneficial. Now, is so many different parasites, from like a bacteria to like tapeworm. They're 20 meters long. Yes, I say that, 20 meters long. I mean, long, 20 meters. 20 meters, and feet is like 60 feet long. It can be inside your body, you know, it can be inside your belly. And also too, a lot of people don't understand that a lot of these parasites, because when you have a big infestation, they go everywhere. And some of these eggs, they can go to the brain. I have, back when I was younger, I used to do mortgages for a living, and I have clients that they were very young. I mean, I'm talking about 26 and 24 years old. And the husband, when they were buying a house, they already have everything ready, almost ready to close. Then they disappear from me. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. They didn't require the earnest money back. They didn't require any money, anything. Whatever they were putting, they thought it was okay. Next thing you know, the lady called me 2 weeks later after that they disappeared, and they told me that the main reason that they done that is because it was because the male, the husband, went to the store a block away from their home, and he just went walk, and he got disoriented and ended up in the hospital with a parasite egg on the brain. So that's possible, and a lot of people, they don't relate it. Sometimes headaches, they can be related with that. I mean, itchy nose is very common. When you have a lot of itchy nose, it's parasites. Itchy anus too. When you have a lot of things in your skin, like rashes and stuff, that can be a parasite. Like I say, phlegm is another one. I used to have parasites, and can tell you that one of the symptoms I had a lot, it was big belly, but very skinny. I'm very skinny and a big belly. That's very common to have. Also to, phlegm. I used to have tons of phlegm, and I was like always, like one of those kids that they have a lot of phlegm for whatever reason, and I didn't know why. But until they give me a parasite cleanse, unfortunately, they give me a parasite cleanse with they coming out live. So they were coming out the roundworm. I don't know if you know the roundworm, the ones that look the same like the ones in the garden. Okay, that looks exactly the same. They were coming out of my nose, coming out of my mouth, and coming out of my anus at the same time. I had, my mom and me, I have to pull it out because I was suffocating and I almost died. So it's so many different ways that you can do parasite cleanse. You can do it with food. In that case, they give me some food. They call it raw pumpkin seed and epazote. It's an herb that we use, a lot of culinary herb that we use a lot in Mexico. And it's very effective, but the roundworm is not effective for everything. It's effective, some food is effective for certain parasites and other ones are effective for other parasites, okay? So in this case, for the roundworm, it was effective. Also, you can do papaya seeds, empty stomach in the morning, everything you have to eat by empty stomach. And also, you have to eat certain food, but the thing is, you never know what kind of parasites you have. So I would recommend you the whole spectrum, and this is what I use with my patients, with everybody else, is a whole spectrum parasite cleanse. And also too, it kills the parasites inside, but also it gives you something to score them out of your body, because if you don't score them out of your body, it can also kill you. So the other thing too, when you do a parasite cleanse, okay, one of the things that you have to think of, be mindful of it, you have to have somebody to give you at least an advice. When I do sell parasite cleanse with my patients or with people that I sell them to, I'm there like every week answering, questions, but also too tweaking the protocol that they give you, the manufacturer, because it's very dangerous not to do that, and you can get a lot of side effects, really serious effects, and it can kill you if you don't do it correctly. So that's basically what you have to do. And like I say, I do as a protocol, a supplements, for the main reason because it's whole spectrum, and it give you, it kills them inside you, but also score them out of it, because that's what you have to do. That's the main thing that you have to do. Like I say, it's always a good idea to have somebody that knows about this to guide you. If you don't have that, it will be very, very bad for you, because you can die with that. All right, so you have any questions, or you can have any comments, send it to me. And very fascinated about this topic. Like I say, I used to have them, and I know how it is when people have them. So send me any questions, any comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer you. Goodbye.